If you want to learn how to make a ton of gold in Season 9 of New World Aeternum, then this video is for you. I've got about 1.5 million or so on this character and about 1.3 in my other one just by doing a handful of tips and tricks that I'm about to showcase. And again, a lot of these anyone could do even if you're level 1. So again, let's just go ahead and jump into the details. And again, this is entirely focused on making gold in Season 9 of New World Aeternum. The very first tip is something everybody can do, and that's simply cutting down banana trees. What I like to do is go to the Salty Island Shrine in Cutlass Keys and cut as many banana trees as possible, max out my luck as well, and try to gather as many bananas in my inventory as possible. Season 9 specifically tends to have a upscale when it comes to overall cooking, and that's probably because of all the new PvP changes. More and more people are doing capture the flag, they're also going to the free-for-all zone, and they want to make sure they are maximizing their attributes. So they're buying more of the attribute food, increasing the overall demand and price for bananas. As you're doing this, I do highly recommend though that you go ahead and open your attributes and respec to 350 constitution. I'm not doing this right now, but if I'm doing a legitimate logging session, I will do that because you pick up a ton of just tree cutting perks, such as increasing the overall rarity of items you find when cutting trees, and it just helps you maximize the amount of bananas you get over time. Again, the whole reason we are getting bananas is that you can A, sell them on the trading post for some decent profit, or B, cook them yourselves to create some attribute foods and then post those foods onto the trading post to make a quick profit. If we jump over to the trading post right now, we can see that on my server at least, they're going for just about 4 gold per banana. And yes, this is a little bit of a grind, but again, this is just a gold making tip that everybody can do regardless of how big you are. Just throw some Netflix on or something and just start cutting banana trees. This next tip is another thing that most of us can do starting today, and that's just simply doing elite chest runs every single day. When you see X Merc or X Cutlass, XCK, things like that, players are planning on grouping up and doing a large scale sweep of that certain area and just opening as many chests as possible. What I think is important about these chest runs is that you get these crafting reagents like pure solvent and obsidian sandpaper and things like that. Yes, it's very easy to stockpile these, and as you can tell from my screen, there's more than one way to get them. I actually had a video a few months ago about saying how important it is to actually purchase these when there are low dips in population in this game. For example, I purchased all of my pure solvent that you're seeing here for 0.01 gold each. All of these other crafting reagents too, and some of these other just raw materials that you're seeing, I purchased between 0.01 and 0.09 gold each when New World's population was very, very low. I'm pointing this out as a major gold making tip not only in Season 9, but in future seasons too. It's just the fact that this game is seasonal. Typically, there's some bright new shiny content that comes to the game, and more players come. Or there's a huge promotion like the recent PlayStation Plus promotion, bringing in thousands of new players. All of them now needing to up their crafting skills and requiring more of these crafting materials as well. More players needing more of these materials means there's more demand, which means I can flip these for a massive profit. As I slowly move over to the trading post, you're going to see the current price on my server for these now. Let's see, let's say I sell a stack of 10,000 of them, and it's 0.64 each I'm putting them as, and I'm posting them. I am doing this for over 100,000 pure solvent and tens of thousands of all of the other crafting materials. And as you can tell, yes, that's less for 1 gold each. However, when you have tens of thousands of them, it adds up very, very quickly, especially if you've purchased them for under 0.1 gold each. The overall profit is over 60x. So again, some of you guys might be able to do this today if you watched that previous video and stockpiled some of these materials. If not, just keep an eye out because chances are there's going to be another opportunity like this. And just to show the proof point too, After a few hours of posting these, I jumped back into my trading post, and as you can tell, all of them sold. I guarantee you that this overall methodology will happen again. Keep your eyes open for things like this that new players tend to really need to have in order to progress in the game, and stockpile them when the prices are low. I have easily made over 1 million gold in this game simply by buying low and selling high, and you can do the same. So again, just keep your eyes open when it comes to the trading post. Friendly reminder, if you enjoyed the video so far or learned something, consider hitting that like button and subscribing. Okay, now back to the good stuff. For starters, another quick and easy tip to make gold in Season 9 is simply by participating in these PvP races. There's typically a handful of them that happen every single day on every server, and you can just stockpile tons of certain sought after items just by participating. So again, these are a lot of fun. You can easily just grind out your seasonal experience in your daily card as well. Plus, at the end of it, you get some nice rewards like some PvP experience and then either a winners or losers spoils cache. I have a handful of them in this character right here. You not only can unlock a handful of unique artifacts like the Plague Herald helmet, but also you're going to get a ton of these crafting items like you see on my screen here. And a lot of them are actually some of the all new crafting items that a lot of players are using when crafting their gear. For example, Hardcore Parkour is one of the newer ones. You've got Health, Shirking DOT. If we continue opening some of these, you'll see that we get more and more of these materials. Now, I do want to call out that the loser cache does not nearly have as many items as the winner one. So again, make sure you kind of grind out all you can and go for that win because it's going to help you out in the long run too. Right there, look at that. Sundering stacks, just easy gold, and you can post all of these in the trading post and they'll sell pretty fast. The other major tip I shared in my previous video, which I am now making a ton of gold for in Season 9, is all about weapon matrices. So step one, I would say when it comes to this, is trying to make sure you pick up as many gypsum orbs every single day as you can. At your faction vendor, you can actually pick up 5 gypsum orbs every day just by using the faction tokens. Most of the time, these are just sitting and you may not be using them anyways. So again, pick up some gypsum orbs, maybe some of those chromatic seals if you want as well. But more importantly, you want to stockpile as many gypsum orbs as possible. So the main reason you want gypsum orbs is because that is one of the key ingredients when it comes to crafting what you need to create a weapon matrix. So there's a handful of other things I'll call out too that you can do every single day to get more of these gypsum orbs too. And that includes going to the gypsum kiln here and exchanging some of these items that you do every single day just to get, like killing certain mobs or participating in PvP events and exchanging them for gypsum orbs. You can also pick up 5 of these from the Well of Fortune and Cutlass Keys every single day. So again, you want as many of these as possible, just so you have all the ingredients to craft as many weapon matrices as possible as well. The reason you want a weapon matrix in Season 9 is because there are some brand new weapon artifacts that have just been released, which are the Crescent's Wave and the Hammer of Yeet. And everyone is planning on using them. It seems like everyone's playing them, and the demand for these have skyrocketed. So one weapon matrix is almost 6.5k each now, which is insane. I think they were like 4,000 something a few months ago. So I'm going to post 2, but just to kind of show you guys the profit I've made so far, as you can tell, I've already sold like 30 of these. I sold 19 of these for 6.2k each. I did sell 10 for like 5.6k, so I should have waited a little bit longer. But again, just through weapon matrices, I've made easily over 200,000 gold this week alone. And that's simply just because I was aware of these new artifact weapons coming to Season 9. If you want to learn more about some of these gold making tips and tricks, consider hitting that join button below and becoming a member. I plan on sharing some of these gold making tips first to some of my members, just so they can take advantage of this before the markets get flooded. And it's just another new kind of unique way to support me as I create more YouTube videos down the road. Thanks again for watching. I hope you guys learned something, and good luck playing the trading post out in Aeternum. I'll catch you guys later.